Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My IPSY Glam Bag Plus is 2 weeks late, so I guess we're jumping into this. Today is the 23rd, so you're going to see this video in the next day or so, which is again like 10 to 15 days after I normally would have even posted a video. So if you want to see all of the items in my IPSY Glam Bag Plus, was it worth the money and was it worth the wait? Make sure to keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe because I upload every other day. That'll be the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. So if you want to jump into this with me and a full tutorial with the products in my Glam Bag Plus, stay tuned. Okay, so as always, I'm going to do a full review of everything in here and talk through it. But I forgot to film an intro and kind of just jumped right in. So I'm going to go through the theme card and the theme first, and then we'll jump into the tutorial. So the theme is IPSY Do You, Bold Moves Only. This month, amp up everything that makes you happy, glitter liners, rainbow accents, and celebrate the beauty that comes from being you. Get into this month's theme at ipsy.com/BeYou. If your go-to lip shade is nude, try coral. If you love a neutral eye, try rose gold. If you're a fan of black with liquid liner, try white. If you're into barely there nails, try glitter. And if you're into muted tones, try neon. So everything is about challenging yourself to be more bold this month. And I used green as if it was a neutral, so I'm really happy with how it turned out. So let's jump into the first item in the IPSY Glam Bag Plus. All right, so my base is already on and I'm ready for the first item out of my bag. I have the app up on my phone so that I have all the information right in front of me. This was a choice item. This is from Farah Brushes. This is the Powder and Go Powder Brush. Retails for $28. It is a full-size makeup brush. High-quality, cruelty-free synthetic brushes and a dual-ended brush that lets you apply and set all of your makeup like a pro. Use the large domed end to powder your face and the smaller end to press and lock in powder on the face. Multitasker works well with both creams and powders. I started powdering and then I forgot that this was an item, so I haven't powdered yet. So I'm going to take my sponge and just make sure I have pressed out any creases. And then I'm going to grab, I like to use a pressed powder on my under eye and a loose powder everywhere else. So I'm going to use the Jouer pressed powder in the shade Light and the Beauty Bakery flower powder in the shade Translucent. And I'm going to start with the pressed powder on the under eye. These bristles are really small, which is nice, and super soft. So everything's blending in nicely. And then once I've targeted the areas where I feel like I want to use the pressed powder, I will take the loose powder on the fluffy side and just kind of press that over everything. I want the pressed powder to really lock everything in. And then I'll just use that loose powder to, airbrush everything on top. They're very soft. I have used Farah brushes before. I have one or two, which I actually think I did get in an IPSY. And this is really soft, so I actually really like this brush. Awesome. I'm going to go throw on a quick brow and prime my eyes off camera, and I'll be right back for the next item in the bag. I almost said box. This isn't a box. It's a bag. All right, I'm back for the next item. I forgot to record, but I did actually use the same brush for bronzer and contour, and I think everything turned out really beautiful so far. So the brush, definitely like a 10 out of 10 win for me. Next item out of the bag, I will not be using on camera because I have used it in the past, and it's not a bad product. I'm just not super excited about it. This is the Ahava Time to Hydrate Active Moisture Gel Cream Advanced Skin Conditioner. Retails for $72. Swapping your moisturizer for a lighter formula, this jumbo-sized gel cream is about to be your go-to all summer long. Ultra sheer texture is perfect for warm, humid weather, and it's ultra hydrating so your skin will feel soft and dewy 4 hours after you apply. I've used this in the past, and I don't love how dewy it makes me. Definitely makes you dewy, so if you're on the oily side, you might not want to use it. But it is lightweight, so it's super comfortable. I just personally wouldn't pair it with makeup for me. So I'm going to set that aside because I actually have this open, so I'll drop that in an upcoming giveaway. The next item is from Aceology. This is the Lifting Treatment Mask. Retails for $69, the closest thing to a pro facial at home. This peptide-packed mask creates an instant lifting and firming effect that you'll love. It even uses purifying botanicals to remove dead skin cells and give your pores a deep cleansing too. Squeeze a small amount onto your fingers or a brush and apply a thin, even layer to your face, avoiding the eye area. Relax for 30 minutes and then gently remove the mask in one single piece. I don't have time to do a 30-minute mask right now, so I'm going to set this aside and use it in an upcoming video. At the end of every month, I do a favorites and flops where things that I don't try on camera, I will then do a review later on. So let me know if you want to see me talk about this in an upcoming in an upcoming video. If not, I will probably just give it away because I have so many masks. But let me know if that's something you want more info on. But for right now, I'm going to pass on it. And I do have 2 eyeshadow palettes, so we're only going to use one today. I have the We Are Fluid Otherworldly 8-shade palette and the Viseart Professional Pro Petite Dew palette. So I'm going to show you both of them. I'm going to read about both of them, and I'll probably mix and match between the two, but you know I prefer to use one palette per eyeshadow look because most people don't dip into a bunch of palettes. So we'll see based on the inside. So first, we have the Viseart Petite Dew eyeshadow palette. I can already tell you the formula is amazing because I am very familiar with the formula. I actually love these colors. You know me and cool tones and purples, and that little coral to warm things up I think is beautiful. Retailing for $39, this compact palette packs some serious punch, complete with 8 super pigmented and blendable shades in matte, satin, and shimmer. It's everything you need to channel your inner makeup artist. Apply preferred makeup brush or applicator, cruelty-free, awesome. Love this formula, so I'm going to probably use the other palette today because I'm not familiar with the formula and I'd rather use something I have never used before. So this is the Otherworldly Self palette, retailing for $18. Featuring 8 vibrant shades and 4 different finishes, this celestial-inspired shadow palette is your secret weapon to cleaning out this world's eyeshadow, creating out-of-this-world eye looks. Words are hard today. Each shade is easy to blend and build and can be applied to lids wet or dry depending on your vibe. Apply deeper shades to divide and add dimension with glitters, foils, and metallic shades. Vegan, cruelty-free, no phthalates or parabens. We Are Fluid is a collection of colorful, cruelty-free makeup for all gender expressions, identities, and skin tones. I love that. Since this is queer-owned, we are going to use this for Pride. So let's pop into these for a look. So I'm going to start with the shade up here, Astral Halo, on a fluffy brush. And I'm going to use that for my transition shade. So it's not going on patchy, and it's definitely putting down color, which I am happy with. I love when I do eyeshadow reviews because people are always like, there's no pigment, I don't see any color. And I have to be like, you don't see how much pressure I'm putting on the brush, so you don't know how much I picked up. But I go in with a very light hand, and even so, you can absolutely see the transition area has color on it, which is going to help everything else blend smoother. So keep that in mind when you are watching reviews like this, that you might be able to see. You know, when people do swatches, things apply on the eyes very different than they apply on, fingers and stuff, which is why I typically don't do swatches. But this is beautiful, and I'm excited to build something. All right, now that we have the transition area down, I'm going to grab a small, flat, shader brush, and I'm going to go into Mercurial down here. And I'm going to take quite a bit of that, and I am going to focus that just under the socket, tilting my head back to make sure that I get a nice smooth application. And then once that's down, I'm going to go back into that other brush and just blend the 2 shades together, starting choked up on the brush because I want more pressure. And then when you want to diffuse, just hold the brush further away. Further away means less pressure. So you'll definitely get a softer blend. And I like a mixture of the 2 techniques. On that same brush, I'm going to go down into Queersar, the dark chocolate brown of the palette. And I'm going to take that on the very outer portion of the eye and up to the socket, just to give myself that traditional smoky eye shape. All right, now that we have the basic shape down, I'm going to go into these 2 shades mixed together. And I'm just going to build up the outer lower area of the outer lid, so like this region right here, just so that it maintains a little bit extra smokiness. One last quick blend before we go into our shimmer. So there's a green, a gold, and a purple glitter. I'm going to skip the glitter today because I want something a little bit more wearable. but I really think that green is going to look really pretty. So I'm going to take Galatea, the green, and I'm going to load that up on a lid brush. And I am going to give that a quick spray with my setting spray because I do that with all shimmers, so I want to give this the best chance of working. And I'm going to apply that to the lid. That is really beautiful. And once that's on, I'm going to go back into the darkest shade and just blend that over the edges, just so everything becomes smooth. All right, I'm going to do this on this eye, throw a little bit of brown liner in my waterline, and I'll be right back. All right, jumping into a small fluffy brush, I'm going to take the 2 shades that I used to kind of buff out the crease and just blend that over the liner. Normally, you know, I like to go super grungy on the lower lash line, and I'll really smoke it out. Today I'm going a little bit closer to my waterline. It's still going to be, you know, smoked out a bit, but like it's not going to be nearly as grungy as I normally go, because that's not what I want to do today. I'm going to grab a frosty highlighter. This is the Diamond Supernova Crushed Highlighter from Aether Beauty, which actually has like crushed diamonds in it. And I'm going to take this and highlight my inner corner. There's no mirror there. I'm looking at it like there's a mirror. All right, I'm going to go lock this in with some setting spray, throw on a little bit of mascara, and I will be right back to go over final thoughts. Okay, so this is the finished look, and I love the way the eyes turned out. Normally I would throw a lash on with an eye color this bold, but honestly, today I feel like I wanted to actually see the green, and you know when I throw on a lash because my eyes are so hooded, you really don't see much of anything else. So, all in, this box had a retail value of $225 for a $25 monthly subscription, so definitely got $25 worth out of this box. The brush is hands down like my favorite product in here. You are going to see a lot of this, I guarantee it. It is just beautifully soft, the right shape for powder, contour, bronzer. I can even use this for blush. This is one of those brushes that is so universal, I could probably do a whole face with it, which I might have to do. As for the eyeshadows, love this formula, so I'm really excited to try this color selection out. But I already know I love the formula, so I didn't need to use it on camera to know that. This one, however, did perform beautifully. It's not my favorite eyeshadow formula, but for an $18 palette that's super accessible, love that it is LGBTQIA+ owned, so that makes me very happy as well, especially in Pride Month. So I'm a really huge fan of that. Both of the skincare products were, obviously, I haven't tried this, and this one I don't love, so that's not exactly a slam dunk hit for me. However, still definitely got the $25 that I spent on this box, because this is not PR. I buy this with my own money. So let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of the box? Especially saying, like, it's a good box, but was it worth being 2 weeks late? I don't actually know. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!